WSJT-X.
I was going to tell you another nugget of information.
Well, we can share nuggets with the group, or we can share nuggets in what do they call that?
I don't want to give this nugget away to the people yet.
Fellowship. We can share it in fellowship after the show.
Right, in fellowship after the show, Brother Steve. So it's
Right.
like Monday. Is this revival? Monday night revival?
Monday night revival. Well, you got to go to church all the time. Monday night prayer meeting, Tuesday night Bible meeting, Wednesday night.
Right. I was a Baptist.
Steve Harvey thing.
I was a Baptist. I know how that works. Yeah.
One of his stand-up routines from like the 90s or something.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I just
Howdy,
know
everybody.
It from personal experience.
Welcome to the show. So this is going to be an interesting show because we're going to make this work. I don't know if we're going to make it work tonight. I don't know how much time we have, but we're going to make this work. They say, you know how they are, the powers that be. WSJT-X can't do the CM108 PTT. You all know the CM108 is the foundation of the Toad's digital interface. And they're basically just 2 OM for CM108 is what I was told. This is all hearsay, not my opinion, just passing along the humor.
No. I think it's opinion. You said 2 OM.
No, it's not my opinion. It's just the opinion. So
okay.
I want to make sure, like, I happen to think Joe Taylor's pretty cool, and I think FT8's pretty cool. I'm not one of those sad hams, to borrow my brother's phrase, that doesn't like new things. But where we're going with this is WSJT-X doesn't do it, but we're hams. First off, I can just Vox. We'll just put that on the table right away. That'll be the easiest thing to do. But I'm going to try. I think FLRig does CM108 support. I know WSJT-X supports FLRig as the understory, the behind the scenes thing. So we'll try it. So I've got a machine set up. I've got a Yaesu FT818 sitting behind me over here. The battery's charging right now.
So the CM108 doesn't show up as a straight serial device.
It's not a serial device at all. It is only a sound card, and then it has GPIO pins, general purpose input output.
That's right.
And one of them.
Okay.
We haven't adjusted Nightbot yet, Frank.
For some reason, I adjusted my Nightbot on my channel. This is not FEP Labs Radio.
This is not FEP Labs Radio. This is also not Ham Church, and this is not Ham Radio Nonsense. It is not Coffee and Ham Radios. No. You can take that one off now.
Okay.
Spreading the good word of Ham Nuggets.
You
That's
put
right,
it up
Andy.
there. I just was shared with the people.
I just mentioned it. I didn't put the Chiron down there to borrow the.
I did not build the Chiron. You did that.
No. That was Hayden.
Oh, that
and
was
it also
Hayden?
had an extra, more colorful Australian word in it when Hayden made it.
Okay. All right. Blame the Aussie. I mean, they're criminals anyway, all of them, right? So
it's in the DNA, man.
Right.
And then the British DNA before that. So let's see. I'm looking at it.
Hey, Colin, how are you, brother? Not all you Aussies.
No. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to all the people in green. You guys are awesome. You are the channel members. And if you are a channel member, if you are a Patreon member instead of a YouTube member, I want to give a shout out to you guys and say thank you as well. You can join over on Patreon, or you can join by hitting the join button below the video here. And that helps us bring all this awesome content to you guys as well.
Should we correct Scott?
Always.
YOU''RE, as in you are.
Oh, Scott did that on purpose, though, because he heard your rant in church on Sunday.
He's probably trying to tweak me. It works, Scott. It works. Stop it.
Jim. There, Jim. There. What are we laughing at, Jim?
I don't know. I tried to unclick Scott, and it did the thing. And yeah.
This is our first time streaming. So in case you're new here, we don't know what we're doing. The whole purpose of this show is that we do it together and we ham along together, because ham radio is not actually the easiest hobby on the planet. And one of the things that people do when they're in their own ham shacks is get really frustrated. And I want you to know that you're not alone, and not because I'm smarter than anybody, but because I'm going to suffer right through all this crap just like you are. And I'm going to swear and all kinds of stuff just like you do. And that's part of the hobby, is to get swearing. We have a ham radio licensing session. If you're not licensed and you'd like to get in on the swearing action, it is the 4th Monday of the month. And there is a link in the description of the video, I believe. No, there's not. I haven't put it there yet. There is a link that Frank is going to put in the chat for y'all. If you would like to help VE, be a volunteer examiner, we do that too. And Frank's got a link for you. And that way you can help us give the tests, and then on the fourth Monday, the test happens before the show. If you pass, we get to celebrate you on the show. So come on and hear your name shouted loud and proud, and watch all 100 plus of us say how awesome you are for passing your test and becoming one of us suffering fools.
It seems like my arch nemesis is throwing a challenge. I mean, I don't know. We have Nightbot because Jim is lazy. I can time you out directly, Don. I mean,
Don is also a mod. I think he can untime himself out.
I don't know. Can you untime yourself? I don't know. Anyway,
try it. Time him out.
All right. Well, let's see. Don, this is for science. We love you. You know, like, let's see. I cannot time him out because he's a mod. Because he's a mod.
Yeah. Oh, Don has outwitted you. He's thwarted your attempt. Where was my giant kaboom?
Yeah. Where's the earth-shattering kaboom?
All right. So we have the first Monday questionnaire. On the first Monday of the month, we do Q&A. And if you fill out the form, then we have all of the background information that we need in order to answer your question quickly and hopefully correctly. But, ask anyway. Try and stump the chumps. That'll work out too.
Right.
This isn't car talk, though. So,
has Frank already posted all these links 600 times?
I hope so.
Okay.
Let's see. And then I have a list of items for sale. I live in an RV, in case you didn't notice, and in case the curved roof and the solar panel charger controller and the inverter and stuff like that didn't give it away. Also, the small space of the ham shack. That's it. I'm wall to wall, and I'm also wall to wall, front to back as well. But I'm running out of room, so I got to get some stuff out of here, and I got to eat. So if you guys are interested in anything on the list, let me know. What's that?
When I do it through here, I have the power of Grayskull. When I do it in YouTube, I don't have it.
Interesting.
Because if I do it in here, guess who I'm doing it as?
Me.
Yes.
Nice. So Frank has posted the list of for sale items. If there's anything you're interested in, if you want to add more than one thing to the list, let me know. We'll get you a quote on the shipping, and we'll take everything that we can and send it your way for you.
Yes, and I can delete yours too, Don. I timed Frank out for being sassy.
I
had to
that's
test
going to make it really
somebody.
hard for him to post links. Now we're going to have to actually get to the show and do some content.
You have all the links in the notes. I don't need Frank.
Well,
besides,
maybe we can get Nightbot
we needed Frank for a guinea pig, and Frank was voluntold, and he took one for the team. He's already
Frank has had some mandatory fun.
He's already posted the questionnaire. We want you on Toad's Discord. There's a link at top in the chat over yonder way.
I did do it. Yeah,
you did.
I was driving all day today.
And Bob's your uncle.
Frank Boink would like you to post the list again when you get untimed out, whenever that may be. The whole show will fall apart. So I have the screen shared out that we're going to do some stuff with. And this is the computer that's on the screen behind me, but it's a virtual terminal of that computer. So let's zoom that in so y'all can see it. LSUSB, and we'll show that there's no tricks up my sleeve. You do not see an audio device because there isn't one. So now we're going to do a command called watch, which will rerun this command every 2 seconds or the amount of time you tell it to. And then I'm going to turn around and plug in the Toad's DI, the DI6. Which is this board here. If you guys haven't seen one before, on the bottom, it's a two board stack. On the bottom is the Toad's DI itself, which has a CM108 chip on it, a USB-C interface, and then some pin headers. So you can make any radio that doesn't have a built-in sound card, or a radio that does have a built-in sound card if you really like pain. I mean, you are a ham after all. Communicate on digital audio-based modes. On the top, if you don't want to do all the prototyping yourself, which I've got a bunch of videos that show you how to do it, it also has all of the stuff pre-prototyped with the 6-pin connector. We're going to add some more in the future. But for now, it's the 6-pin connector that is on Yaesu, ICOM, and Kenwoods. This was like the biggest, what would this look like if it was easy way to do it? So I'm going to plug it in. If you watch the screen, you'll see the audio device show up. Fancy USB cable. And then plug her in. The board lights up, and you can see C Media Electronics USB audio device has magically appeared while my hands were back there doing back there stuff. So we now have an audio device installed. This is not a serial device. It wasn't designed to be a serial device. One of the benefits of the CM108 is that it has general purpose input-output. Thank you very much, John. Would you like us to boot him again? Is that what I'm hearing?
And he's come in here under another. He's come in here under Frank's Rails Photography too.
Nice.
And by the way, Frank, I can't unboot you. I can reboot you, but I can't unboot you. You're not booted. You're timed out.
Did it say how long?
It's 5 minutes, 300 seconds.
Oh, wow. Good thing Frank's got another account to come in here and harass you. So
at this time, he does.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you could block that one too. GPIO, general purpose IO, is a way to, use different pins on a chip that are unused for things that you want to do with them. And this board, and hams before us have blazed this path, we're standing on the shoulders of giants here, has support for a couple of different lines. And one of them we use for carrier operated squelch, and the other one we use for PTT. And so that's why we picked it. But WSJT-X isn't supposed to support that. So first off is WSJT-X install dpackage-i WSJT-X. And I got to be sudo. So sudo bang bang. Cannot access. Oh, it's -i. Sorry. Dash.
Why aren't you using Nala?
Because I don't know the Nala command off the top of my head to tell me that this is already installed. I'm looking to see if it's already installed. That's why I'm not even using apt.
Okay, I was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, so WSJT-X is already installed, so that makes that easy. So we can exit the command prompt, and we can launch WSJT-X. Shows up right there. Oh, we needed more science. And this is set up for a different radio, so we need to go in and say OK, which will then open up the menu. For the 6100, I was doing some kind of test before.
Can you embiggen that any?
Weirdly, maybe.
I don't know, because it is. Oh, that's beautiful. That's much better. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if it was going to resize itself when I did that, because I'm actually resizing the entire virtual terminal.
That's magic. Beautiful.
So we will not be using cat control for this, because there's no serial interface. You could actually do that if your radio had cat control, but let's assume that we have an old radio that doesn't have cat control. And so we go to the very top of the list and we pick none. And then that's not going to work. So we need to do FLRig instead. Well, first off, let's see if they were lying to me, if CM108 is actually an option. I see Codan, coding technologies. Yeah, so it doesn't actually fit their paradigm. It might tweak them up, because I'm not actually asking for cat control. I'm only asking for the ability to do PTT. So I set it for FLRig. Vox method is cat. Mode is none. It's asking for a network server. We're going to ignore the network server part, because I actually don't even have... what's it called? I don't even have FLRig installed, I don't think. Interstellar Starman! That's our other friend, Tommy, right?
Tommy, yep. Thank you for $8.99 super chat, buddy.
Thank you, sir. All right, we gotta undo the Zoom thing, because I got to check to see if FLRig is installed. And I'm getting zeros. FLRig is not installed. Okay, so let's do Nala. FLRig. And Nala is just prettier. I don't know. One of the things I think it does is multi-thread the unzipping of the packages.
Right.
But we're only installing one package. No, two packages. No, just
I've finally gotten used to. I'm so used to typing apt, right? For a while, I was used to typing apt-get. It took me a long time just to type apt and move on. And now I finally have embraced Nala. And I don't know that there's a tremendous amount of difference between them. I've never looked that deeply. It is more informational when you're installing stuff.
It's prettier, and I think it's multi-threaded for the extraction. I don't think you can install. It might be smart enough to say this package doesn't depend on that package, so I can install it at the same time.
Right.
Oh, John, is it Dad Joke Monday?
John is my people.
I get it. I like how Eric says, "Long live apt," but apt is the replacement for apt-get, which is a replacement for dpackage.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to do the init button. Where's the init button?
Hello, Zigward. How are you, brother?
Config, setup, transceiver, and let's see what it says for rig. CM. It didn't move when I hit C, so it's telling me there's no C's.
It's not. Is it in order? I guess it is. Yeah.
It's in some kind of order. All right, we're gonna have to go with none. But all I'm looking for is PTT. I'm not actually looking for rig control. And we're gonna have to be like Luddites and actually tune the VFO manually.
What?
To 14074 to do FT8 on 20 meters. Update. Update. And like I said, we don't know what we're doing. We're just, blazing trails here. So there's no update. There's no baud. Oh, there it is. Look at that. PTT C Media. It's right there on the screen.
That's it. Holy crap.
C Media audio codecs used in DRA series.
Have you 8 user controllable GPIO pins?
Yeah.
Sweet
Line
Christmas.
3 is used for PTT control, and I believe that's the one that we used. On Linux, add a file named cmedia.rules in udev containing that, and I can't copy and paste. Back to the terminal. All right, sudo-i for interactive shell /etc/udev/rules. All right, so now we do cat greater than kernel. No, cmedia.rules. Kernel, spelling counts. But I'd make this bigger, but then I couldn't see it either.
Right.
Kernel == HID raw star, which is going to be any of the HID raw devices, comma, mode. And I can't copy and paste this line. Quote 0664, quote, comma, group equals plug dev. Oh, I missed a line already. Okay, well, we'll fix it in post.
That's right.
I should have just done it in the editor directly, but I didn't. I thought it would be easy, but it's way too much syntax.
I hate extra syntax.
Especially when some of it is weird and others of it isn't. So this extra backslash here means this second line continues from the first line. So I technically shouldn't need it.
You know, the one that always tripped me up, it still trips me up occasionally, is doing a recursive find and doing an exec on a command for the output of your find.
Yes.
I always am like, is it / semicolon or semicolon /? And
that's a danger.
And please God, don't let me screw the pooch on this and decide that I'm going to remove everything subordinate to where I am as I execute it in the root directory as root.
Frank is back. Frank, there is a way. You actually can. Frank is correct. You can take a screenshot of it. You can paste it into AI, and you can say, please OCR this, optical character recognition. Please interpret this and give me the command line to put into my own file. However, I thought it was going to be an easy thing to type. I was wrong. So
John, look at John. John's showing off how much money he's got. He's folding paper. Way to go, dude. He got the brackets.
Oh, he got the brackets too.
30. I mean, big money right there, buddy. It's a good radio. I like the radio. I was just chapped about the brackets, man.
Call for help. And yeah, did he get the one for to mount the faceplate to the radio?
Did you get the basic bracket and you just have the head laying on the dashboard, or did you duct tape it to the steering wheel, or did you get all kind of fancy? And you got the one
Velcro.
Yeah, Velcro.
I guess it would technically be single-sided, but you all know what I mean.
I know, we know what you mean.
So some of these have double equals, some of these have single equals, but I copied it. That may or may not be a space. That also doesn't matter. As best as I could. So let's unmaximize that.
I should not have made that comment because some of the other Unix dorks in the chat, Don, Jason.
Refresh. Select C Media A. Okay, it's the only choice I have, so I might as well select it. GPIO line 3. Oh, you can pick which GPIO line. We're going to go with 3 by default. I have not plugged the radio in. I haven't even turned the radio on.
I think it's 4. Isn't it 4?
It depends on what Hayden did when he worked on the board. So,
okay.
So this is... My microphone's in the way. This is the Yaesu FT818. And on the back of this radio, I doubt you'll be able to see it. Oh, you can. There is a little data port. I don't know how to point. I forgot how to point. There's a little data port right there. That's the 6-pin port. That's where I'm plugging it in. And I forgot to get the power cord. Oh, hi.
Hold it up again.
So there's the data port. And I forgot to get the power cord. And my camera's trying to find my face, which is behind the radio, which is why I'm hiding my face so you don't try and find it. So there you go. So I need to get my power poles for the radio as well. So pardon me while I dig into that.
All right, Cyber Jason, I give up. I don't know what that does, if anything.
What's the command?
Colon, open, close, paren, open curly bracket, colon, pipe. Yeah, I'm thinking that's bad.
Spawning children.
Radio Spectra knew what that was too. I've heard a fork bomb. I didn't remember it.
This radio has a battery in it. I don't need a power pole. That's why I didn't do one.
Sweet.
So John, this isn't the new camera. This is the camera I've had for 2 years now. But I did get a new camera, and
it's been a couple.
It's not time to take it out of the box yet because I don't have the glass protectors for it yet. So that is plugged in. Let's hit the test button.
Jason Lockwood just got a clear node. Boston Johnny has a clear node too, I think, Jason. Y'all fancy folks.
So that PTT'd, but it flashed PTT'd.
Are you on 3?
Yeah, it PTT'd.
Okay.
But it didn't just like on. It went on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. So
that seems anomalous.
It seems weird, but I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is or not. Okay, so we're just going to leave it at PTTC Media and see if that does the thing. So I should be able to... Oh, I don't know if I need a network server thing or not.
John says we're both clearer than we've ever been in a while.
I have extra lights on. I was testing something new with the lights.
And he's had sketchy internet a couple times too.
So we're both clearer and have sketchy internet.
No, I mean, and that's happened, to me too.
Oh, yeah.
Yours is low bandwidth issues a lot of times because you're in
cellular
outback area, and mine is just Spectrum being stupid.
Rig control error. So I didn't put in a config setup.
The camera the camera lost focus on me.
Normally I have a single light pointed at me in the dark room, but tonight I've got two big. I've got the same lights I have over here are over there.
Right.
And so I'm just trying something different because I've got a second one. Oh, too much stuff. I can't show you. I got a second one of the USB lights.
Yeah, I'm going to put some lights in back here, I think, and try and accentuate the brown wood.
Yeah, it's not bright enough. So I need to tell FLRig somewhere that it needs to be the server. Client.
I think that's under, is that under TCP/IP?
TCP/IP port 4001. 127.0.0.1. Okay. Doesn't like it. No exchange. I did not put the port in on purpose. I was testing. 4001.
Frank said, and I will time him out if you disagree with him, Steve, because it's fun. Frank said he believes FLRig is automatically the server, and I don't know that I agree with that. Because that means it's going to open a port.
Use TCP/IP is done. I keep checking the box and it keeps unchecking itself. That's rude. In it? Select separate ports. Select separate ports for what?
One for server and one for... That should be an
I didn't
inbound.
select the port.
I don't know.
Yeah, those are different ports. Not that you can see that. Let's switch this. Let's do that over there. Now y'all can see the thing that I can see. There. I can't make this box any bigger, even though there's more stuff in it to show.
We can read that. That's readable.
Yeah. Disable PTT and CW mode? No, that's fine. PTT, C media. That's all good. Other. That's a different port number.
Don is saying TCI is Transceive Control Interface.
Yes, he loves TCI.
It is their version of CAT. I don't know if that's relevant to what you're doing, but it might be.
No, we're not doing any CAT.
Frank said hit the init button. He thinks you're done.
I did hit the init button.
Should I time him out?
Disappeared to. Nah. I mean, if you want to.
Let me time him out.
If you want to.
Okay. Boop.
Where's the init button? There it is. It's under transceiver.
Sorry, Scott.
Are you timed out the wrong person?
It jiggled when I clicked the timeout and it jumped right to Scott. Scott, I apologize, brother.
No apology to Frank, though.
No, Frank, you're lucky I missed. Scott took one for the team. He stepped in front of the pitch. I mean.
Okay, so I needed to select a different update, whatever this update thing is. So rig is none, and then this line update was also set to none, and it didn't like that. And the error message it gave me wasn't terribly clear. So it has now initted.
Yep.
Let's test cat. And that doesn't work. Using network address. Let me show this all to you guys. There you go.
Hamlet there. So it's trying to go to port 4001 on your local machine.
Yeah, I told it 4001.
And
rig open entered. Rig open. Hamlet does not exist.
Yeah, your settings file in your home directory don't exist. I think it wants you to save it so it has some settings.
That didn't work. Okay, cancel. Sometimes WSJT-X gets unhappy when you change things out from underneath of it. So we'll, when in doubt, reboot. That wasn't the answer. Let's take off the port number. That wasn't
now, Hamstick has
either.
an interesting question here, and I wondered this too. Do you need FLRig? Set WSJT-X to none for radio and use the right TTY port for PTT.
There's no TTY port. Let's look at that. So there's a lot of TTY ports. None of them are mine.
There are many like it, but this one is not yours.
It's all the generic ones that come with the system. You would notice it because it would say, let's see. One of them, I can't do that.
Hollywood has a suggestion.
One of these, we'll get to that in just a second. One of these would be a sim link, and it'd be a different color, and it would be pointing to what it's pointing to. What's Hollywood's? Put a scope on the I/O pins and confirm data. Oh, the radio has PTT'd.
Don says TTY USB 0.
Great, there isn't one.
Is there a high draw 0?
There is, but it's not a TTY device. Okay. We didn't design the board with a serial interface in it, so it won't show up as a TTY. It won't show up as a serial device. So there's your 4 devices, and the one that we are looking at is HID RAW 4. HID is Human Interface Device. And there should not be an ACM 0 either. Again, it's not a serial device, so it shouldn't show up as a serial device.
Right.
TTY S0 is not me. And TTY S4 is also not me. It's interesting that there's an 8250 serial port and a 16550 serial port. But again, neither of those are me because there's no serial port. Yeah, I can see that happening. Let's do netstat-lntp. I shouldn't even need to do that last part. And the font's too big.
Doc Brad has dropped a $4.99 super chat.
Thank you, Doc.
He's got his FT 1000 MP on FT8 during Nuggets. I'm sure you can get this FT818 going. I feel the hammy.
We did. Oh, for sure. That was a long time ago.
Doc, I'm on 20. Just saying.
And that's the radio you just got was a 1000, Jim?
Mm-hmm. A 1000 MP Mark V, which is the 200 watt model.
Okay, so FLRig is listening on port 12345. And I told it 4001. So let's start there.
Which, if you were using 4001 for an outbound port, you might have a tuple conflict, a socket conflict.
Okay, so that connected. You can see it's green now. That connected just fine. But it did not. It didn't actually PTT the radio. Oh, because I did test cat. That's why. Let's do test PTT. And that PTTs properly. So there's the magic for you.
Okay, Nuggets is over. Y'all go home.
Yep.
Talk to your wives.
So we won.
Jody, my Canadian arch nemesis, has dropped a $5 Canadian super chat. Power through, guys. Awesome. I got faith in you. He's got to head out. 73, Jody, bud.
Why don't you make like a baby and head out?
Okay.
All right. Let me full screen that real quick so y'all can see it. So what I've got is the radio is set to FLRig, and then the network server is 127.0.0.1:12345, which doesn't make sense because in the config TCP IP, it's set to 4001 or 40,001. There is, what is it, the XML RPC? Other server, there it is. The XML RPC port is 12345. And the XML RPC client is connected. So I guess WSJT-X is using XML RPC to connect to FLRig. So we're good there. And then we have PTT method set to cat because it's WSJT-X is going to ask FLRig, which is then going to ask the CM108 chip to do the PTT. And that, in fact, does work. So there we go. That was pretty straightforward. I put us back on screen in case you wanted to pick your nose or something.
No worries.
Play with background music.
We needed some sound, something.
Bird sound. Go back. There was a checkbox to use TCP/IP. Yes, there was, Hank. And I clicked that about 1,000 times, and every time I click it, it unclicks itself.
I was looking for a fire alarm beep for Frank.
Click, click. But I think it's because WSJT-X is using XML RPC. Thank you, James, for that piece of information. Okay, so we have about a half an hour to kill now. I don't know what to do. This is a first on Nuggets. We got done early.
So, does appear to work with Grid Tracker. Is there a new version of Improved? That's what I've been using. It's like 2.6 or 2.7, James, something like that. I don't use Grid Tracker. I've downloaded it. I've played with it. I just can't warm up to it. It's just extra clutter that...
If you're trying to work all grids, then it's pretty helpful, but it is not attractive enough to me.
Let's go. I like that. That's a good, yes. Let's go with that.
It's me. I admit it.
Apparently, it's me too, because I think it's excessively busy, I guess, and the interface is a little clunky, I think. The program is great, I'm sure, because a lot of people swear by it. I just, like you, I'm like, okay.
I'm not interested in working all grids.
Yeah, I don't.
So does it have value outside of working all grids? I think it does alerts for call signs,
mm-hmm.
But so does WSJT-X Improve, doesn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I mean, I have Ham Tracker, and I only have one person in Ham Alert. I only have one person in there who drinks a lot of beer and then gets on the radio occasionally.
Worked all states, yeah. I decided a long time ago that my Worked All States award was just going to happen organically by me making contacts.
That's what I didn't even realize it, and then it happened.
Yeah.
And John,
I've worked all states.
John makes a very interesting point, and I would point out that World Radio League does a pretty good job of that too, which is what I've been using constantly now for the last couple of weeks. Boston Johnny called me out on it because we talked about this yesterday morning in church. So I have embraced WRL completely, and their little cat control program works well, and it also auto logs WSJT-X calls too.
So somebody just ruined it for us. Did you set up the audio part of WSJT-X? I did not, and
that's because I silenced him for 5 minutes.
And here's part of the problem. I can't. Maybe plug HW card equals device dev equals 0. So I got to play with that.
So we're not done.
So let me okay this. Invalid audio. Yes. Because when I went to the tab, and I can't show it to you now because I've already unarsed it. Let's exit out of here, start it up again. And then I'll get the screen set up so y'all can see it better. File settings, audio. There it is. So it said C Media. Right. It said C Media Electronics, which is what it is. Right. And it said not found. And I wonder if that is because FLRig has intercepted it and stolen it. Ronnie, you're not going to see no contacts because I got no antenna set up. I just got here today and it thunderstormed. So there's a problem with that. I mean, I'm in a dummy load, so. And when I do the download thing, it doesn't show me. So plug HW works, but where do I get to set up my... Where do I get to tell it? Card equals device, device equals 0. Where do I get to tell it which is which?
What do you, to tell what? WSJT-X right there.
Yeah.
Or do you need to figure out what your audio card is?
What is the audio card? Yeah.
Okay, do LSUSB or A record-L.
Right. I mean, I know what it is. I'm trying to figure out how to get WSJT-X to know what it is. So LSUSB, and it shows up with the C media device, which is what it is.
And that's device 4? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the same. So it's card 1, device 0.
Device 0, okay.
Let's see. So here I have plug HW, which is the line that you would use in Direwolf. Card equals device, device equals 0. But I've never used this part before. So that's weird. So let's cancel this and exit this, and then exit out of FLRig, and then go back into WSJT-X. Yes, I'd like to configure it. It can't connect to FLRig, and it's not there. Weird. PTT is Vox. Error in sound input, correct. It's weird that it picks it up when the software opens, but then it's no longer there.
If you set it and then close everything out and go back in, is that what you did?
Oh, well, I can't set it because it disappears from the list. So like right there, it's there, and I didn't put it there, and it says not found because it is in fact not found. Let's set it to none. Okay. Exit again. Yes, I know. Yeah, and it's back again. You all saw me unset it.
Mm-hmm. That's peculiar.
Yeah, so let's get out of here. And let's go back to our terminal. And unplug it. And it disappears. Plug it in. And it reappears. Good. Now, the one thing I did do was these udev rules.
Do you need to put in a specific one for the device?
This is generic enough. So HID raw star, and then crap. Let me check something out. I might have done a typo. I don't think I did, but I might have done a typo. Config, setup, C media. Yeah, there's not supposed to be a second HID raw in there. Close that. Close that. Of course, I just invalidated the thing I was in the middle of doing. File settings, audio, not found. So let's start over from the beginning again. Okay, so I'm going to unplug it and then plug it back in again. And it is there. And let's see if it shows up here. It shows up as not found. Cancel. Exit. All right, so I've gotten that file out of that folder.
Pipewire, Q420 said pipewire lets you sidestep exclusive control of audio devices. Love using it to send radio output through Carla and noise repellent for HF.
Okay.
So it's like a virtual audio cable kind of setup?
I 100% believe him. But I haven't done it yet myself. WSJT-X. No audio, file, settings, audio. That is weird.
And
I'm
LC
not choosing
said
pipewire.
Pipewire is the devil, is what LC says. So
Linux audio is a pain in the butt, no matter what you do.
Yep.
All right, so I've got that set to none. Thank you. Let's hit OK. Let's exit.
Scott is asking, and he's apparently recovered from his inadvertent timeout adventure. Are you clinking cancel on audio setting window after setting to none?
No, why would I do that? Why would I click cancel?
We're just trying to troubleshoot, Steve.
Yeah. No, I'm clicking OK. Okay. And then it changes it back. It just doesn't like that.
That's acting like a permission thing. Can you possibly make a symlink to that device and then use the symlink instead? Maybe it won't let you link to that device because you never run as root, unlike me.
Yeah, I'm not running this as root.
I know, which you probably shouldn't for that, but it smells like a permission thing. Like it lets you see it, but it's not going to let you grab control of it because of permissions. Which is why Pipewire may be a solution down the road.
It might be. I don't know enough about Pipewire, though.
I know vaguely what it is and what Q420 said. And that's like, okay, that covers all the knowledge I have.
Yeah, that is so weird. So what is it? Alsamixer?
Yeah.
Host is down. So something crashed also. I'll bet that was in the earlier throes of whatever. Okay, so let's get out of there. And I'm going to restart the machine because I can.
Why didn't you just do it from where you were?
Because I didn't.
Okay.
Because there's more than one way to do it, Jim.
I know. I just was like you were standing right there. Went through all those clicks like my grandma.
It didn't restart it anyway. That is really hard to see.
Tommy, that's actually not a bad idea either. Try cloning your config after you get in and see if you can work on the clone.
Okay. Now I'll wait for that to boot up behind me. We try.
That's our thing.
All right, and I am connected. So this is one of those weird things where I can get the screen shrank.
They were complaining about dead air, so I thought I would test out some things.
They're complaining.
Yeah.
This is not that kind of show where dead air matters. There's still visual things. Nuggets, yes. This is the built-in music?
This is corporate.
Nice. Weird. Weird. Something weird has happened.
Patrick's up in the chat. Hey, Patrick, how are you, brother?
The host is down.
I've never seen that. I'm not. Do a PS and see if Alsa's even running. You need to do this as root. Or at least I would.
Nope, it doesn't show up that way, but I've never seen it that way either.
Yeah, I do it different.
This is the machine that we did all the Direwolf stuff on. Direwolf is happy to connect to plug HW 1,0.
That's odd.
Okay.
No, Patrick, I haven't been missing your stupid comments. I just was trying to fill some airtime by calling out some people in the chat.
And Patrick's not stupid. Patrick said they were stupid comments, so we're just
Patrick,
using the same adjectives.
we wouldn't time you out for science. Frank, we'll totally time out for science. Occasionally there's collateral damage, ask Scott, but...
So apparently Patrick has made some stupid comments that we haven't talked about.
We need to go back and find them, apparently.
Enjoy the silence. Somebody was complaining about it. So Patrick's on our side.
udev was saying something about dead air. They weren't complaining. They were...
He liked it. Thank you, Patrick.
Expressing
Everybody else should like it
opinions.
too. And I don't know that I can be arsed to go back much farther. Because it might... There it is. That's what I love about ham radio. That it's always crazy. Yes.
Norman, we're not answering questions this week. The questions that go in the Google form are for first Monday of the month. So we will get to those questions on the first Monday.
Okay. So we did prove that FLRig's PTT works. Something else is going on with WSJT-X's audio.
Yeah, the device is there. Alsamixer should be started up. Do you need to do a mod probe? Well, it's seeing the device, though.
Yeah, it's solid.
So the right module's loaded.
This is a different C-Media device. And it also shows up there. Oh, the music is gone abruptly.
I'm changing genres.
It's not there. Okay. Why does the stream work better on Mondays? I don't know, Aloysius.
Aloysius,
thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, buddy.
So, Doc Brad, this one actually isn't a Pi, but we will do this with a Pi. So I think there might be something wrong with the machine itself, because I plugged in two different devices. You can see this is the second one, and this is the first one. I mean, they all share the same ID, so that's about all I can say about that. But this is bus 3 device 5, and this is bus 3 device 3. I can actually plug them both in at the same time. There's an additional USB cable. I have tons of USB cables. These things just multiply.
Oh, that's painful.
What?
Celino Dev said his dead air issue is that he has a slow memory leak somewhere in his machine, and losing audio is his warning it's time to reboot.
Ha! You deserve it. All right, I'm going to clear the screen so we have no nastiness on the screen to look at. And there should be 2. And there are, in fact, 2. So now that there are 2 devices to choose from.
Lee said, isn't there something about adding it to a group?
There is, but I'm in the group.
Okay.
Neither of them show up. And the other interesting part, this is why I think it's something with the machine, they don't show up as audio devices down here. And yeah, host is down. So just for Jim, Reboot from the command line.
Q4, is that a dash L, a play dash L? Or dash I think that's an L.
It's probably an L. We'll try it when it comes back up.
I think it's an L, yeah.
Too late, Frank. Already rebooted.
That would be a permission thing, which is what Uncle Jim mentioned.
I can't run WSJT-X as root.
Yeah, but that's fine. You don't have to, but you need to make sure that you have access to the audio device. Because that's what it's acting like, is that you don't have permission for that device.
And remember, I ran Direwolf and it worked.
Direwolf is in the dial-out group. Do you need to be in the dial-out group? You probably already are.
All right, so
since Direwolf worked.
Am I? I am Steve.
Yes, you are, Steve.
And
you're the best.
/group. And Steve is in admin. Steve is in dial-out. Steve is in audio.
Well, shit. I thought we were onto something. I was feeling kind of righteous.
2 C media devices, because they are in fact both plugged in. There is no audio device recognized by GNOME, as people call it, by GNOME. Let's see. So A play -L.
Yeah.
List of playback hardware devices. It shows both of them. Card 0 device 0 and card 1 device 1. If we run Direwolf, it doesn't complain that there's no audio device. And we've got 1,0, which is going to be device 1, card 1, device 0, but I can go in. Let's do that.
I never said that, Ron.
And let's make that 00. That should also work. Hey, look, that works too.
Well, then that kind of belies that it's a hardware problem.
Oh, yeah, the hardware's working fine. I think it's a WSJT-X problem.
Okay, fair.
Because I can see it in... Well, also Alsamixer doesn't run for some reason. So we go into settings, audio.
Right hand stick. Exactly right.
2 working C media devices, both plugged into the same machine, and neither of them show up.
Go back to your audio devices.
Where?
Where you were in WSJT-X.
Okay.
Sorry, I said it right. I mean, this seems kind of obvious, but
I had already clicked the exit button when you said go back.
Yeah.
So it could have been go back to A record, A play.
So it doesn't show... I can't see that very well. It doesn't show that for either one.
It doesn't show either device, no.
And that's on input and output?
Yes. It's my alpha and omega of input and output. Front. We can put it onto front card. Another process is using the device. How do we list the devices that are
LSOF
that are using the device?
I think LSOF. There's probably like 100 options and 1,000 pages of info you're going to get out of that.
Yeah.
Mike Smith said press star.
Right. Thank you, Mike. Select pipewire, and then how do I configure pipewire?
I guess that's what we're doing next week, huh?
I guess. I think it's a problem with the machine. Next week, I'm going to get out a Raspberry Pi, and we're going to do it with a Raspberry Pi because I can blow it away we can start from scratch. Pipewire. Okay.
I think there's probably more to it than that, buddy.
Yeah, that's what he said. Just pick pipewire in that list. See? And then you might not have to. Might not have to configure it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never used pipewire, so. And y'all need to listen to Ronnie. 142 people need to smash that like button. Hit that like button like it owes you a sandwich.
Yeah, they're there. I don't know what Alsamixer's doing. And I don't know how to start Alsamixer either.
I think it's just system control.
Should power be system supplies? Control no, also. Arnie. Those are 50 caliber ammo boxes filled with 3 or 4 videos each that need to be made. So let's entertain them, Jim.
I'm catching up on comments to see if there's anything really germane in here that we already haven't tried. Hamstick said card equals device 1 dev 0. I assume he's talking about in WSJT-X. Frank opined card equals device and hardware card. There's also Mixer. Now go to...
Yeah, I had to tell it which card to use.
Okay.
It didn't just... Usually you can launch it and then it'll give you a list of cards.
I think that's because you have the 2 C media devices installed.
Even when there was just one, it didn't do it.
Really?
Yeah. There's the other card. So the cards, they exist. Card equals USB audio device. So there's something weird about this machine.
Change it to capture.
Can I do that remotely? I can do that remotely.
Yeah, you can. It'll work.
I had to hit FN, F4.
Okay, so it's seeing the input and the output on the card.
Yeah. So I think the conclusion, since we're over time now, is that the PTT method works. Where am I? Where are you? There you are. Is that the PTT method works, but there's something wrong with the machine. So, to be continued.
So Doc Brad dropped a $1.99 super chat.
Thank you, Doc.
And he said WSJT-X is a fickle girlfriend. And we had something from way at the beginning of the show where you had a new member pop up. And I don't know if I can get to it at this point. So someone joined before the stream and it's scrolled off at this point.
Yeah, it's too far gone.
Yeah, so whoever you are, thank you for joining as a member.
Thank you, John. Yeah, and this is usually something that you'd be able to figure out by continuing, but we're out of time. And the continuation for me would be to grab another machine and play with it on another machine.
Right.
New member, speak up. That's right. Discord DMs for a new member is Max64. Thank you, Frank. Frank found it.
Thanks, Frank. Oh, yeah, we can probably scroll the YouTube chat back that far. No?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, Norman, we're not running the container. He's running it bareback.
Yeah. Well, another successful Nuggets episode has happened because success is not guaranteed. So therefore, not getting it is good enough.
Failure is always an option. Because this is emulating what y'all might go through, which is fascinating. Because, hell, every time I try to make a video, I find 3 things that I've got to fix before I can make the video and make it legitimately useful because of the 4 things that are not working correctly to make the damn video. Did I say 4? 5, 6? Who knows?
Yeah. It takes about an hour to make a video and about 4 hours to get set up and then another 4 hours to edit.
Yes, that covers it.
For those of you keep doing math on stream, that's 9 hours to make one video. Where are you guys based out of? Norman, this is an interesting question. Norman, I live full-time in an RV, and I am currently in southern Arizona. Jim lives full-time in a brick-and-mortar house with 70s wood paneling, which is in
60s.
Alabama. 60s wood paneling. Sorry to offend you.
You did.
John, this is not Ham Church, and John, you know better.
Yeah.
John's going in the sin bin.
There was something else. Let's see. I guess that's
maybe he's just asking you what you're going to do next Sunday. Don't think he's thought that far ahead into the future, John. You give him way too much credit.
John, I am thinking about ham church usually very late on Saturday night going, oh, shit, I guess I need to get that posted for tomorrow. I mean, like last week, that was before dinner time that got posted. That's a miracle.
Frank, you have way too much faith in me. I don't know that I care enough. Right now, Nightbot's just good conversational fodder.
I mean, it keeps you guys on your toes, right?
Oh, yeah, we could definitely make a contact from San Diego to Arizona.
Norman said he wanted us to come to Hamtastic in video for your stream in October.
I saw that. I need to figure it out because my daughter wants to come visit, and that's the time that she wants to come visit for reasons I can't disclose online for doxing purposes. For anti-doxing purposes is why I can't disclose it. If I did disclose it, then it would be used.
Please
for
stop talking
purposes.
Before you dox her with metadata about whatever.
Right.
God almighty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to
I did get your
button.
email. I did get an email. I think it was from you, Norman. Let me check one thing before you hit the button.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, it was from Norman. Norman invited me to the Hamfest. There is a fantastic Hamfest, October 18th, that Norman is talking about that is in California. And Frank is correct. If I go to California, there will be issues.
Norman, I'm pretty sure that based on current statutes, I'm not allowed into the state of California because I'm illegal most of me is illegal in that state. I've been to California and I thought it was a beautiful place. That was in the year
dirt
of our,
is beautiful. It's yeah.
The year of our Lord 1989 was fabulous. But
it's not the dirt's fault that California made a corrupt government on top of it.
Yeah, the politicians are wacky.
LC is correct. WSJT-X shows every possible sound device except for the ones that are actually installed all the time with no regard for what is installed on your machine.
I still think it's a permission issue somewhere.
It probably is, but we're way into overtime at this point. So next week on Nuggets, maybe, if I don't have a better idea between now and then. Actually, I won't even be in Arizona next week, so I got to figure out what I can do about the stream next Monday.
When are you rolling out? Will you be available for church, or do I need to start trying to find a co-host now?
Well, I'm going to the Duke City Hamfest in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay.
So the opposite direction, and I won't be back in time for anything. I should be able to do ham church, but as far as like hosting and presenting a topic on Nuggets in a place that is not my ham shack, where I did not take any ham gear with me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm taking ham gear to sell with me, but.
So we might have a Monday night ham church revival instead of Nuggets. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We always do. We'll figure something out. We got to hit this button. We're just vamping at this point.
Hit the button. I need a soda. I need to make water.